So the map showcase. The only mod we cannot run is that with the aura effect. We cannot go for that because the aura is an aura. Beside that, we can do everything. We avoid combo of too much damage or chaos resistance with life because that makes us clunky. And beside that, everything is fine.
Just in time.
Steuer Amelie.
We found. Here's. Let's go.
O kurwa. Steuer Amelie.
Good job,
Steuer
excellent.
Amelie.
Just in. Ah, there you are. Time to go.
As you can see, my single target damage sucks, but that's because I didn't invest any money in it. Like legit, my bow cost 10c, and when you see my quiver, you will love. I grabbed gems from the Act 6, I leveled them up, they are no
Good
quality,
job,
and
excellent.
basically I buy both corrupted with +2 for price about 10c, and I color it with the bench in the acts while I was in the leveling progress of the build. I started the league with it. It was not rough, but it's not optimal. If you can start with something else on the occultist and swap later, it's better. If you wanna push the Atlas. I was in haste, and this build on level 70 can do the haste for the low level, the leveling strategy. So it is possible. It is not optimal. I would say it's 4 from 5, like
Ah,
almost
time
perfect.
to go.
But I died 1 in the 50 haste, so yeah, something like that. The only thing expensive on start, it's the cluster jewels that you can craft if you earn about 100 or maybe 200 alternations and buy 10 regal orb, and that's it. You need 2 mediums and 2 smalls. You can craft it. It's easy. And beside that, you need also the chest. You can go for the 5 socket. And 3 sockets can be red. You can. The best is 2 to 2. Like, but if you don't get it, yeah, you can swap some shit.
O kurwa. Steuer Amelie.
I am not the fastest one, but that's about to change in next Monday that I'd put in build. Like, first I wanna get the single target damage so I can easily do the map bosses, and I can tell you already I won't do the boss on this map because it's fucking annoying. My completion on the Atlas is 100%, but I cheat on some maps because I need to go with the transmute regal method. I just roll the mods that doesn't influence the boss because, and you saw the flame on the corpses after the minion dies. So I will explain later, but that is not required. This is some fucking flexing. Okay, I invest. I can do the boss on this map. Okay, I was wrong. The problem is the physical damage that he deals, and it repeats. So for the one big hit, I am pretty tanky, but I cannot take constant damage, and I am immune to bleeding and corrupted blood. So I will go over the things in the build in a short. As you can see, the fight is awful. It would be 3 times faster, I think, if we get the right bow and power level 3 and mostly awakened gems. So, did I kill him? Or something survive? Yeah, everything. So, no leak mechanic, okay. In short, this is the tree. I will leave the patch link in description. This is the build. We need to weapon swap for the tough targets. Start with Pantheon. I do everything for the Bribe King. If you get cannot be frozen on the bots and the avoid stun enchant, you can get it on here. We can swap to the Solaris or Lunaris. I think Solaris is much better. Lunaris for nearby enemies, so we stay alive on the maps. I was using Garukan for cannot be maimed and reduct effect of shock, because shock is the only element we can take, but actually the burning grounds are fucking annoying, so I changed it for the Goat one, and Aberrat he is much better. Burning grounds and that's it. Yeah. Okay. About the tree. On the tree, from the expensive things, I have only Glorious Vanity of the Xibaqua. The number doesn't matter, but you prefer to get in here, in this place, Aura Effect node, maybe Chaos Damage node, and the best, what I believe, is one Chaos Resistance, but you can argue that we don't need that last point. And in my defense, I have 86, so if I get one more small cluster and I am level 90, I should have 89%, so that last percent will give us 100 the cap. Yeah, so okay. So beside that, I got some fucking flexing jewels for the ignite, and I will explain that later, but that doesn't, this is not required, and it actually doesn't work like I was thinking, but whatever. Watcher Eye 25C in the day 2, I believe it's 40 maybe right now, or even less. It was already corrupted. Unaffected by bleeding while affected by malevolence. You can get the combo with the dot multi, but that is 30 exalted or something like this. Yeah, so whatever. Beside that, here is some rare jewel for corrupted blood immunity. You need to get it somewhere. When you start, you pick up those nodes, and this last node provides you this entire cluster plus your arsenal is enough to go to the maps with one item with chaos resistance and getting the death aura. And beside that, I grab here elemental resistance or corrupted blood if I don't have it. So yeah, that is for the beginning. After you get your clusters, you should worry about one rare cluster jewel. Like this cost 3C, so it's fucking cheap. I buy out jewel and the acts. It will cost me like 5C, and I just harvest spam until I get 3 nodes. I need 2 jewels like this. Nodes give just 30 damage. If you are crazy, you can go for the one that has the node for the explo, but I will warn you, this explosion from the jewel, the description is the same, but it doesn't stack with the obliteration vans and profane bloom. It works independent. So beside that, Acer Dominance Vast Power, you can take, you need Vast Power, you don't need Acer Dominance, you can go for the another node towering threat, you will be more tanky because it provides more area damage and more maximum life percentage. So yeah, you can go for the another cluster node, so you have two options. And here is Born of Chaos. As you can see, I go out of the acts and I didn't even regal it. So yeah, same shit here. Exactly. I craft my jewels before I go to the Atlas. I didn't kill Kitava. I was sitting like 2 hours in a haste and I used my alternations to get my jewels. I paid for the jewels like 1C and 2C, something like this. I sniped the bases. Right now, maybe you pay like for the small chaos 1C, for the for this also. I don't believe they are expensive. The large one maybe is expensive. And you need just alt spam and get your passives. It will cost you around 200 alternations, so it's nothing. And beside that, you don't need the Glorious Vanity of Xibaqua. I bought it 2 days ago. The Divine Flesh is really nice. The 5 Chaos Res, you will feel it. But the 50% of elemental damage as taken as Chaos, this is fucking huge. Like, that make my 3.5k HP. Like, I cannot say that doesn't is not required in the build. Like, this is fucking awesome. Right now, those jewels cost 35C, so okay. About the flasks, armor with armor, easy, my is perfect. Savage hit, you can use it manually, whatever. Here, I use onslaught. I don't have onslaught. I want a movement speed, and I have burning enchant. You need one burning enchant and burning ignite enchant and immunity to burning. So and ignite removal. That is the only element. You can go also for the shock. I don't have shock. Yeah, so delete it. Movement speed for movement speed. I use the enchant for the much stronger effect. So when I stop looting, I will just run to the next pack of monsters and ramp up. Forbidden Taste, this is the cheat. You said when you take Savage Hit, we can enchant it because it's not Life Flask, and it recovers 100% of our life, and we take 25% of our life as chaos damage per second. But Science, we have almost 90%, so that is only 10% from this number. So you need to put the fucking thing. 2.5% of maximum life as chaos per second. So this is 2, and I easily recover that again with Regen, so and recover on kill. So and Karui, you can go for the normal flask, whatever. You can go for the bleed immunity flask if you don't wanna do shenanigans with the jewels. Yeah, easy. So beside that, this is fucking house of the damage. Like Batch of Brotherhood with the Anointment. Don't buy it if you cannot afford the Anointment. It's 1 golden oil. The Anointment is this for the Frenzy Chargers. So if you get the Batch of Brotherhood and you annoy it, it cost me before 2 Exalted. Right now, Batch cost 1 Exalted. Anointment will cost you like 50C, easy. Beside that, mandatory. Obliteration Wand, you can go for the area of effect corruption. You don't need 20%, it costs 10C, you can go cheaper. Death's Aura, the stats, you look for the life and attributes, rest doesn't matter, you can bless it to get 12 elemental resistance. As you can see, I am lazy. You need to 6 socket it, you can 5 socket it for the start, but yeah, it will be a little bit rough. But anyway, when you 6 socket it, you wanna 2-2-2. The best way to do it from my perspective is just try to use Harvest Craft for last socket. And you go for the 2 green, 2 blue, 2 red. If you cannot afford one of the off colors, you can go for the 3 red, you go for the Arrogance support. Beside that, I have +1 power charge on my helmet. You don't need it. Like I ran without it a long time, as you can imagine, in the haste, and what's no problem. Yeah, and you wanna also maybe minus chaos resistance for boss fights for later. That's it. Ring, I have endurance charge on kill. There is one more. We need physical damage mitigation, so endurance charges are nice, but we will have them only on rampage when we kill monsters. If you wanna get something more reliable and yeah, something better. If you have points, and we are starving for the points, you can go for the small cluster for armor, I believe. And there is when you take a hit recently, you get per second 1 endurance charge for 4 seconds, and they last for another 10. So enduring composure, that is the name of the jewel, the name of the notable passive skill. So that's it. What else? Weapon swap. That's my quiver. Yay! We have dexterity. That's all what I go for. You can go for the typical dot quiver, like for the bows, Toxic Rain or Caustic Arrow. Here we have Caustic Arrow setup. I bought this bow, as I said, for 10C, and I just change the colors with the bench because I need 4 green, so it's easy. I just spam 1 blue, I get 2 blue, and I go to the haste. So I have 6 link in the haste before maps for 10C and 8 Val Orbs and 8 chromatics. So yeah, I have Empower here. I level it up. Empower level 4 is stronger than normal bow. If you wanna craft bow, before that, just buy Empower 4 or corrupt it, whatever you wanna. You can gamble. Yeah, and beside that, yeah, normal belt. And the thing, you can get curse on hit. The best is the spare. We utilize two, but the spare is the best because damage-wise. You need curse for chaining from Profane Bloom Ascendari, yeah, because it requires curse. So your explosion apply curse on hit, and I get on the gloves because it was much cheaper than going for the Delph or ring from the Hunter Influence. You can go for the ring as you wish, and the last thing is Black Flame, and this is the dead spot. Don't go for it if you aren't crazy like me. I just grabbed notes for the Shaper of Flames, so my hits always ignite, and I grab Black Flame, so I have synergy that the ignite deal chaos damage, and yeah, jewels cost me like 12 exalted. I can easily invest that in the single target DPS or go for the fake hunter or something like this, and I will feel much more power. I just do it to test and for flex, yes. So right now, when I don't kill some rares on the Legion, they should burn to the ground after the explosions. So yeah, I didn't saw on the showcase map anything like this. Like there was nothing that died because of this ignite on it. Maybe it was substantial help. Yeah, like what the fuck. Okay, so I think I will go out from it. Yeah, that's it. You can go for the in those two slots, the right and the top. You can go for the normal dot rare jewels, but you can go also for the expensive one, and you can buy it the Transcendent Mind from the temple. It provides the extra dot damage for the intelligence that you didn't take around. So you get dot multi here, and with that 2 dot multi, my def aura would like double its damage, I believe. Here you can go for the inspired learning if you get endurance charge. I specially take those nodes to get the inspired learning here, and I go for the fake hunter, and that setup allows me to like feel a little bit more powerful on the maps with the layers of the room and etc. So I wanna go for it. Yeah. You can also go just for the Witcher effect nodes and go for the single target damage, and that will feel amazing, no problem. Like you can go for the second cluster jewel, that's up to you. What you cannot skip is the aura effect nodes and power charges if you want to have this big fucking AoE. You can even grab a little bit more AoE pathing here, but the pathing from the right side will change to the from the left side will change to the right side. And what I believe and I count, it's because we need to grab this cluster, we need to spend 2 more extra points, like um, in the calculation is like 1 or 2 extra points if you path that way, but you can grab easier those nodes because you connect with the middle. And I believe that's it. I am stacking armor because chest giving provides armor. You can try to stack evasion rating. You can try to fit another aura, like and go out of the one course. You can fit another course if you get corruption for the another course on the badge. So temporal chains, despair on blasphemy, malevolence. Our courses have uh, range. Like you see this circle, that is witchering step. So courses are for the whole screen. Def aura is similar to this ring, maybe a little bit bigger, like almost the full screen. What else? We got Witcher on the life tab with the multiple totems, spell totem. When I put it, I get life tab bonus. Life tab is on the low level and high level is on the chest. It provides extra damage if I put the totem. That's mainly for bossing, but on the maps, Withering Step and Dash also have life tab, so I refresh it. Beside that, Blight. I don't use the normal Blight, I use Val Blight as a damage boost for the, for example, Legion. if some rares survive. Second wind, life tap, witching step. Second wind goes out. I put enchants level 4 if I can afford it for even more movement speed from elusive buff. Swift affliction, controller distraction, Val blight, whatever. You can put some combo here, but don't put your dash and your totems on your vans because you will weapon swap, so you will lose two of those setups. That's why totems and life tap with flame dash or other movement skill of yours is in the helmet. And I have cast when damage taken immortal call. I probably, if I have mod on the gloves, you can get mod from the non-val skills while damage while you have Soulgang Prevention. If I get that mode, I will go for the Molten Shell because Molten Shell provides also Val skill, and it is good if you stack armor, and I will do it later on. And after that, you have the big Soulgang Prevention after you use the Val version of this game. So yeah, that will provide me some extra survivability. You can also go for the really rippy map, and if you don't have enough HP or you are mapping for completion, you can go for the custom dev portal. It's also possible. Beside that, that flask is almost mandatory, and just grab movement speed flask. Rest is up to you. Yeah. That are my defenses on the flask. Only 10k almost armor. I have 4 endurance charges, so my physical damage reduction is going up a little bit. My resistance, as you can see, are not capped, but on the rampage, even elemental weakness map are no problem because of the endurance charges those provides. I have little bit overcap on the chaos resistance, so I can easily swap my gear. The problem is if you take one piece of the gear, like bow or the chest, you will lose like 50 attributes here, so it's hard to put it back. So be careful with that. Block from the double wielding, whatever. We have freeze avoidance, we have covered ignite, we have not covered shock, we cover the poison, we cover a little bit of physical damage, we cover elemental damage, yeah, because of the Xibaqua, like I have 2 times more HP for the Xibaqua, so yeah, we have one shot, if something don't one shot us, we have the flask that insta heal us to maximum. Yeah, that's it, I believe. My atlas is done. I am doing right now invitation with my friend who play miners. I will put some special maps, and I go for the Grimrow strategy for the atlas with the, yeah, this tree is bad. Right now I am just bossing with friends, so yeah, I will take that out, and I go for the green guy farming for low efforts with essences and everything what is cheap on the atlas, yeah, for free. Small scarabs. I don't go for the legion, but yeah, something like this. And I think this build is the best for the farming content like Delirium and Ritual. Those two, not Beyond. Beyond is too dangerous for us. Like, we can do it, yeah, pretty easily, but sometimes the crackling motherfucker is too much for us. Like, we don't wanna kill him at all. But Delirium, especially the mirror of Delirium, not the layers on the map. The layers on the map are also good, but the mirror, the running with the time, the chase, that is the perfect for overbuild. That playstyle match my, like, I love it. And if you get Fake Hunter or Headhunter, go for the Abyss shit. Like, there is so much monster, like I saw on the patch of map, I tested, the monster are nuts. It's like ton. Same with the, like, every single of those mechanics, like Strongbox, Abyss, everything what spaff a ton of minions is perfect for us. Like, we love it. So, yeah, basically, that's it. I believe I covered everything. The budget. Chest plus Vans and maybe 2 clusters. You can go under 1 Exalted and do everything what you want until you get to map like tier 10. And after that, you need this single target from the beginning. Yeah, bow. Get +2 or get just bow with 6 link. The 6 link is not expensive at all. Like, this is another exalt worth of stuff. Yeah, and after that, if you want a single target damage, focus on getting empowered, the best level 4, and the awakened gems. The sooner the better, because you need to level them up. So buy the awakened gems, put them in the bow, and in the chest you can go for the first increased area of effect support. It provides the best like cost to power, and after that sweet affliction and void manipulation, those two. Like the rest is easy. And don't forget to quality your gems, because those that gives damage, not every single one, but most of them provides damage. Yeah, and Death Aura have problem with scaling damage. Like there is not a ton of thing that will work for this aura, so the quality of some gems are like big power boost. No, I believe that's it. Yeah. So we run, we kill, we die often. The last thing I show, maybe I didn't do any delve, but it's perfect for delve. If you love delving, especially low level delving, like to the depth of tier 300 or 400, yeah, this build is for you. If you find owl, go for your miner, like swap the build. And yeah, I believe I need to do some shenanigans. No, I can go, like you can see, I didn't do any delve. Yeah, we have city. This is monster level 80. So as you can see, you can go delve without any resistance and anything like that. I probably will blast it, like really blast it. Yeah, delve is something that I personally hate delve, but people say this build is like amazing here. And if you need to level up some other character for your friend or something like that, also perfect. You see some corpses on the ground. That's the thing. There are some, like, you can see spider here or here. Those corpses will kill you if you won't run out from the corpse explosion sheets. So be careful with boxes. Yeah, thanks for watching. I kill some spiders in the delve.